Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich, doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful weekend wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XRP. Now, a lot of people said what's on Twitter is not facts. So I said, okay, we're going to go a different route today, and I'm going to show you exactly what's being talked about in all types of articles as far as in Europe, with the BRICS, and with the US. So let's take a look. The European Central Bank published its key objectives for the digital euro in a blog post authored by ECB President Christine Lagarde and Executive Board member Fabio Panetta. The document laid out basic considerations for a digital euro meant for public use. The digital euro can only be successful if it becomes part of the everyday lives of Europeans. It must add value compared with existing solutions. But then this article goes on to say this: how the digital euro poses a threat to XRP. Central bank digital currencies like the digital euro are expected to be used for payment settlement. The ECB is likely to drive large-scale adoption of the digital euro based on its blog post. Therefore, a CBDC poses tough competition to cryptocurrencies like XRP, used for cross-border settlements by Ripple. Now that sounds terrible, right? This is from August of this year. The same exact day. Now this looks pretty bad, like Ripple has some sort of competition. The World Economic Forum shows Ripple as an official partner on the same exact day. So you know they're going to definitely use Ripple for the digital euro. Then we have this. The metal can also serve as backing for a golden ruble stablecoin. Americans won't have any means to block operations with the crypto golden ruble because the price will be tied to the price of gold on the global market. The report reads, the stablecoin would be used exclusively for settling import and export transactions, not for payment inside of Russia, it says. Then this article goes on to say this. The authors also suggest increasing collaboration with China, India, and other BRICS countries, Brazil, and South Africa, including the creation of blockchain-based settlement system. So you know that they're most likely going to use XRP because XRP is already pretty much adopted by South Africa, and we know what just happened in Brazil, and India looks to be on board also. So you could see how XRP is building up overseas. Russia Prime Minister sets 2022 deadline for digital currency. So that's coming by the end of this year. The IMF $650 billion SDR allocation and a future digital SDR. This was from back in August. Now, the reason they did this is because things are happening very fast over there also. The BRICS countries just launched a rival to the IMF and World Bank. Now, this is back in 2015. So when this happened, the IMF was like, okay, it's fine. They don't pose a threat to us. Today, things change. China gave tens of billions in secretive emergency loans to vulnerable nations, emerging as world's major creditor and IMF competitor. That was from September 12th of this year. You see how fast that took a turn? That is why I believe the IMF is looking to do an ESDR, possibly using XRP backed by some sort of precious metal, maybe even gold, because we see what's going on in Russia. As geopolitical conflicts between the West and East escalate, currency will become the ultimate weapon in achieving supremacy throughout the world. Control over gold and other precious metal supplies will be the pathway to countries possessing an alternative to the US dollar and Western financial systems. This shift in commodity control will threaten the position of the US dollar as the world's reserve currency. You see what's going on? They want to get out from control of the US dollar, and this is most likely why. The United States will continue to take strong actions to hold Russia accountable for its war crimes, atrocities, and aggression, said Secretary of Treasury Janet Yellen. As Ukraine presses forward with defending its freedom today, we're taking steps to further degrade Russia's ability to rebuild its military, hold perpetrators of violence accountable, and further financially isolate Putin. So they're still using the US dollar as of today against Russia. And the rest of the world is taking notice to this. That's why you keep seeing country after country onboarding with BRICS. At some point, they're all going to stop using the US dollar, and then our US dollar is going to crash. Usher in XRP to the rescue. And meanwhile, in the US, this is happening also. The saga between Ripple and the SEC continues, still holding back innovation inside of the US. Politicians possibly violate the Stock Act, and no action is taken from the SEC. Innovative companies like Ripple release a digital asset, XRP, years prior to any formal guidance, and even get approval from the SEC. And what happens? Years of SEC resources diverted to crypto. First, of those 182 politicians, 90 plus sat on committees that directly oversaw the companies they traded. 49 were Democrats, 44 were Republicans, which totals 18% of Congress doing insider trading and the SEC allowing it to happen. This is why I always tell you, the country is divided. And if you have political battles with your family and friends, put them aside, because guess what? All these politicians are corrupt one way or another. You need to put that aside and stop having division, because that's exactly what they're doing throughout the entire country. They're dividing us from inside. Breaking news, SEC versus Ripple case takes a turn. Someone close to former SEC attorney states the SEC rather dismiss the case than take a loss. This will give them the ability to go after other crypto. A loss will set precedents, and Ripple is not going to settle. I don't blame them for not settling. People keep saying, I just wish Ripple would come to an agreement with the SEC. But when you see that amount of insider trading going on and nothing happening, why should Ripple settle with the SEC? They should make them look as bad as possible. Merge complete. Please enjoy your securities law violation accusation by the SEC Gov and subsequent multi-year lawsuit for comparison purposes. Ripple has spent about $100 million on a legal defense. So it looks like they might be going after Ethereum. A lot of people don't think that's going to happen. They think they're going to give them another free pass. I don't know this time. Maybe Gary needs a win. SEC chair says system used by Ether following software update could trigger security laws. So he's already more or less saying that they broke laws. So why doesn't he start the investigation right now? Why doesn't he open a lawsuit against them? He was so quick to do it with Ripple. Fact sheet, White House released first ever comprehensive framework for responsible development of digital assets. Now you see how fast the White House wants to get on board. We have to do something now. The rest of the world is getting a huge lead on us. And it's true. Overseas, things are moving very, very fast. We have to play catch up at this point. And I believe things are going to move really fast after the elections. You watch and see. A U.S. CBDC has the potential to offer significant benefits to who? Hint, it's not the people. You wouldn't need stablecoins. You wouldn't need cryptocurrencies if you had a digital U.S. currency. I think that's one of the strongest arguments in its favor, Jerome Powell. But here's the thing. We know they're going to use XRP and FedNow. It's almost a given at this point. Why would they not use the same exact thing that the rest of the world is going to be using? You could see all the other countries coming together to use Ripple. Just in, the U.S. government's review of crypto hasn't yet offered a roadmap for oversight, but it hinted at a federal regulatory structure and emphasized that a CBDC has serious support in new reports on Friday. Here's the thing. I don't think anyone really wants a CBDC inside of the U.S., but I know they're going to push it. You already know it's going to happen. He signed that executive order. So we're getting it whether we like it or not. That's why I always tell you, these CBDCs are coming one way or another. You might as well get rich off of it while you still can. You think your CBDC will will be spendable on a gasoline, firearms? I doubt it. Exploring a U.S. central bank digital currency. So, say we did get a CBDC in the United States. We already see how they want to outlaw gas-powered vehicles. California wants to do it by 2035. Other states will most likely get on board with that very soon. We'll see it state after state, and they'll get some sort of government incentive to do that. But then also think about all of the violence that's going on. Every time there is a shooting, right away they want to outlaw guns. Do you honestly think at some point they're not going to truly outlaw guns? If they have a CBDC, you go to make a purchase, all of a sudden you can't buy that gun. You can't buy gas for that gas-powered car you've been hoarding away in the garage and driving around when people aren't looking. You see what I'm saying? It's an invasion of privacy, in my opinion. And I don't like the CBDC idea at all. I like the technology behind it, but I don't like the people who are going to be running it. That's my opinion on it. And again, as an XRP holder, I know at some point I'm going to get very rich off of XRP. Hopefully before they bring this whole new system in. Hopefully we get a big run up before that even happens. It looks like the US dollar may be going down sometime soon. And we know when the US dollar goes down, crypto goes up. Maybe one last chance to cash out before the whole system goes down. With that said, I'm going to wrap up today's video. Please click the like and subscribe button as it helps this channel grow. And we'll see you in the next one. Have a great, great night.